Hi everyone, I do have a sore throat, so my voice might be a little hazy. We will look at a laptop that I personally think is one of the best for students. Since you can game on it, you can do note taking and watch movies on this incredible display. I'll discuss all the things that I believe would matter for a student. This model has 16 GB DDR5 RAM and 512 GB of SSD and a 12th generation i7, which means that it will have great performance and decent gaming. It has a balance of everything. You can get it for around 1,15,000 after using Amazon ICICI credit card right now, but this might fall in value in sales. It is on a little pricier side, but with this price, it is giving some of the awesome features that you should get. Firstly, let's talk about the portability and build quality. The laptop has a great aluminium body, so mean it has a great build quality. It weighs around 1.4 kg and it is quite portable. It can be easily fitted into a bag or you can use it on your lap without any issues for like long time. Now let's talk about the keyboard. We already know how good Lenovo's keyboards are. They are one of the best in the industry with quite a good key travel, and this is also a very good backlit keyboard. As for the trackpad, it is a massive trackpad. It has awesome accuracy and precision, and being a glass trackpad means that it is very fluid and smooth, so it will not give you any issues and work incredibly well. As for the battery, it has a 71 watt hour battery, which is quite good for its size. In my case, I found that with light use, you can get around 8 to 9 hours, which is really good. A good thing is that charger has a USB-C connection, so you don't need any extra port. Lenovo also says that you can get around 3 hours of battery with 15 minutes of charge, and it calls it Rapid Charge Express. Although I haven't tested it in that detail, so I might not be able to comment about it, but yeah, the charging is also fast. Now let's talk about the display. It has a 14-inch screen in such a small factor laptop. The main reason for that is that it has very thin bezels. Also, it has a Quad HD panel with exact resolution of 2880 into 1800, and the best part is that it is an OLED panel, so it will have great colors and viewing angles. Officially, Lenovo also says that it supports Dolby Vision. I haven't tested it because there is not much content I can have access to on this laptop. But yep, overall it is a very great display. It has 400 nits of brightness. It also has this tint mode, but this mode is not that useful in my personal opinion. But yeah, this might be helpful for a lot of people. Although do note that this is a glossy panel, which means that it can catch fingerprints and you will have to clean it more often. It also means that it is quite reflective. Also, since it is a touchscreen laptop, it can mean that it will attract more fingerprints. But do note that higher resolution displays are generally glossy. Dell 4K version and Macs also have a glossy display. But being a glossy display will mean that it will have awesome sharpness and colors. Now let's talk about the ports. On left hand side, we are getting an HDMI 2.0 port, two USB-C 40 Gbps Thunderbolt 4 ports and a micro SD slot. And on the right side, we are getting a 3.5 mm jack, a USB type A. This version is like 3.2, and then a power button. One disadvantage is that it does not have USB-C ports on both sides, so you can only charge from one side, which is a little inconvenient. Also, it has no fingerprint sensor. It does have Windows Hello support, but personally speaking, I would have rather preferred a fingerprint sensor. Then the best part is that it is a 2-in-1. So this is a very important factor for many students. You can just convert the laptop to a tablet form and use it for note taking. It comes with a stylus in the box and it is a great stylus. It has a button to, let's say, allowing quick access to the eraser. It also supports hover effect, which is very helpful and it makes things a lot easier. Now let's talk about the performance. It has 12th generation Intel i7, so it would have great performance. I will also set it to best performance mode and then also set the max performance on the laptop's toolkit. Now let us start with a quick Geekbench test so that we can get an idea. And here are the Geekbench results. 1500 for single core and 7400 for multi-core. Single core results are awesome, but I expected the multi-core one to be a little higher since it has 12 cores, but I think a lot of them are just efficiency cores, and that is why the score is only 7400. But nevertheless, it is quite good score for a laptop of this size. Also, this laptop has a Samsung SSD, and we will start with quick crystal bench test. We are getting around 3 GB per second of peak speed, which is great. And here are all the results. It is average for SSDs these days, and in fact you're getting a lot of SSDs in the market with faster peak speeds than this, but it is still pretty good. Now let's talk about gaming. It has Intel Iris Xe graphics. They are much better than previous generations of integrated graphics. I will test Valorant on this. I am setting the max resolution possible and also setting almost everything to max except anti-aliasing, since I already have the highest resolution right now. Also, I'm removing all the FPS limits, but for some reason the FPS was still capped at 60. I'll have to figure out why this was happening, but still getting a consistent 60 FPS on highest setting possible is quite incredible. And do note that this laptop does not have any GPU, so all of this thing is running on the integrated graphics. You will also be able to play most of the light games on this machine on higher settings, and then you might also be able to play some heavy titles on, let's say, 1080p low sec graphics. So if you do normal gaming, this laptop will do that. But if you are like a professional gamer and you want a high-end machine, then yep, this is not a proper gaming machine. But it will get the job done for most people who do casual gaming. Now let's talk about speakers. On the site it is written that it has 2 tweeters and 2 woofers, to a total of 4 speakers. But with my personal testing, it was just decent. It is not that great. I am giving you a side-by-side comparison with my phone and a Mac for reference. It was said that it supports Dolby Atmos, and I haven't tested that. Maybe there is a setting where you can just enable Dolby Atmos and then it will sound much better. But for like out of the box performance of the speakers are not that exceptional. It is just decent. Now let's talk about the webcam.
So this is the video quality that is coming directly from this laptop, Lenovo laptop, and audio is also being recorded on this laptop itself. Sometimes my face is getting blurred, as you can see, and like the HDR is not very great because like it has increased the brightness of my face, but then it has also increased the brightness of the background, so dynamic range is not that great. Can I also click to focus? I think if I sit stable, my face is not blurred, but if I like move too much, then I guess it is not able to track that very well, and then it is blurring my face. And let me also hear your thoughts about the audio quality that is also being recorded on this device itself.
If we talk about overall cons of the laptops, then they are that this has no fingerprint sensor, USB ports are only on one side, the webcam image looks very soft and it is lacking in detail, and then the sound quality, the speakers are not that great, even though it has 4 speakers. But I think that it will get the job done for most people, and in this price it is giving you a balance of everything. So that is it for this video, guys. If you liked the video, do hit the thumbs up button and do subscribe to my channel for similar videos, and thanks once again.